After spending a countless amount of hours in the past year impulsively scrolling through Zillow in the middle of the night for hours on end after experiencing any minor inconvenience, it is finally happening. I am moving out.
You guys did indeed guess correctly. You know me too well.
No, because I cannot believe that I'm sitting here saying this. It is happening, guys. It is happening. I'm still in shock. I haven't processed it. I'm also being a little quiet right now because you guys are the first to know. I literally haven't told anyone. I did want to mention that I'm going to be making this the biggest deal literally ever. Like, if you're new here, you're probably questioning me. Like, Miss Girl, this is not that deep. It's that deep. I'm making it that deep. And if you're an OG and you've been here since day one, if you're a real one, then you probably understand why this is very exciting, why I'm making this a big deal. This is insane. And I'm not gonna make this intro too long. I'm gonna be bringing you guys along with me throughout the whole process. I'm gonna be answering all of your questions in this video.
And we're going to be starting off this process by going to pick up some boxes at Home Depot.
Okay, so I'm at Home Depot right now and I came to get some boxes.
As soon as I got back home, it was time to begin packing up my childhood bedroom. Not gonna lie, this felt pretty sad considering that this is the room that I grew up in, and my goal throughout this move-in process is to not cry, so let's not make this emotional. Why am I playing sad music? Let me change the vibes really quickly. So we need to start the shopping process as soon as possible because I'm going to have to do so much shopping. I just think that the sooner that I start doing it, the better. So the first store that I want to go look at today is actually IKEA, and I do want to go just to look and get an idea of what I want to buy. It is very likely that I'm going to end up buying things today because if I'm already there and I already know a lot of the things that I want to get, I might as well just get them. So let's get into it.
I'm back home now and today has been so chaotic. Literally, I have spent the entire day today shopping. We went to IKEA. I actually ended up buying some things. I wasn't planning to. I'm starting to realize that it is only going to get more chaotic from here because there is still a lot of things that I'm going to need to shop for. So I wanted to sit down and take a moment to recollect myself a little bit. I realized I haven't really made that many lists of the things that I'm going to need to buy. Right now, I'm actually going to be using Identity, which is the sponsor of today's video, to help me organize and plan how I'm going to go about that. I have talked about Identity before my videos, but if you don't know what it is, Identity is a great website that helps me organize everything that I do on the internet in one place. As you can see here, I have all of my important websites organized into tiles, and I have categories for school, YouTube, my finances, socials, and a few others. And then on the side here, they have a simple notes feature that I am obsessed with. I use this to keep track of all of my tasks and everything that I need to get done. And guys, I am especially obsessed with their new Chrome extension feature that automatically fills in my login details after I click a tile. This is literally going to come in so much handy throughout my online shopping process. Identity is completely free to sign up, and I highly recommend that you guys check it out. Guys, I can already
sense the comments.
I don't even want to hear it. I know. I just posted a decorating my room video not that long ago, and I'm already tearing it down. I don't even want to explain myself. Guys, this chicken right here, he's like the symbol of our love. He's been here since the beginning. If you're an OG, then you probably remember when I painted this chicken. He is iconic. He's literally been up on my wall ever since I started my channel, basically. I've never taken him down, and he's coming with me.
Okay, so I'm looking through a bunch of stuff right now and I'm realizing that I'm actually not going to be taking as many things as I thought. As some of you guys may know, I do share rooms with my sister. So if I were to take a lot of the furniture in here, she would be basically left with nothing. So I'm just going to leave it here for her along with a lot of other things. I'm literally going to be leaving a bunch of my clothes. Also, just because I feel like when I go over there, I want to kind of start fresh. I want to literally be a whole new person. So that should be fun. I'm literally just looking through a bunch of random things right now. I have a very strong feeling that I'm going to end up forgetting something. Let's hope that doesn't happen, but it most likely is. Oh my, it's happening. Do you know how long this took me? This took me way too long. Literally, I'm over it. And I am being quiet once again because it's like 2 in the morning right now. Everyone is sleeping and I don't want to be super loud. So like bear with me guys through this video. There's gonna be a lot of moments where you're gonna have to be putting your volume up. So I believe I have officially finished packing. This isn't even everything, by the way, because I still have a lot more boxes out there in my living room. Tomorrow is the official move-in day. We're getting a U-Haul to take all of this stuff, so that's why they're all just like piled up back here. We're gonna be taking everything at once and you guys will be seeing that whole process in another move-in vlog. This is kind of emotional. Like I mentioned, this is like my childhood home. I've literally never moved out of here. I feel like I've gone through so much in this room, and to think that I'm leaving, but I'm telling you guys right now, there will be no tears in this video or in any of my move-in videos. I refuse to cry. This is actually going to be my last night staying here at home. Whatever. I'm just like looking around right now and I just cannot believe that this is happening. My room is empty. I don't think I've ever seen my room this empty. It's kind of sad. It's honestly been a crazy past few days. It's felt really sad. Basically tearing apart my room. I feel like it still hasn't fully hit me that I'm moving out. It's been kind of like slowly processing, and I don't think I will process it until I'm like there. And after tonight, this will no longer be my room. Okay, so it is Q&A time. I wanted to dedicate a portion of this video where I basically explain to you guys what is going on, just so that there's no confusion. I'm going to be literally answering every possible question that you guys could have. So before you guys ask anything, make sure to watch this part of the video. If I end up not answering one of your questions, then you could leave it in the comments and I will answer it in another video. So I wanted to start off by addressing a lot of the comments that I always get from you guys asking about my living situation, because I know that is so complicated. Like I never explain it well, and every time I do try explaining it, I don't explain it good enough, so then you guys end up having even more questions, and I totally get it. Like it literally makes no sense. So I want to be as transparent with you guys as possible because my life isn't perfect and I don't want to make it seem like it is. Like I didn't just wake up randomly one morning and decided to move out. Like this has been something that I've been wanting to do now for almost 2+ years. It has been a very long process, and I actually started to look for apartments back in November, so like it's been a work in progress. I have been very patient with all of this. So let me just quickly address my current living situation and try to explain it to the best of my abilities. So for those of you that have been watching me for a while now, you probably already know this because I mentioned it before, but I do share a room with my sister and I have my entire life. I currently live with my grandma. So basically, let's just say that one, I have never known what it's like to have my own room, let alone my own personal space or privacy, which I know really sucks. So already you can probably tell why I'm choosing to move out. It has actually become very difficult to create content for you guys these past few months because my living situation has only become more and more complicated. I have felt that living here has been restricting me from like accessing this higher version of myself. I have felt so stuck. Like all of 2021, I would say that my growth as a person has only been going up, and as soon as 2022 rolled around, I don't know what happened, but I'm telling you guys, I started to feel like my growth as a person went from this to this. These past few months, it has felt that I need to make a huge change in my life. I have come to the conclusion that that is moving out. I can already feel this being so good for me and my growth as a person, and not to be cringe or anything, but I'm not just doing this for me, but kind of for you guys as well, because YouTube is something that I'm very passionate about. I love making videos, and I'm finally going to be able to be more consistent with YouTube when I move out, because I'm telling you that living here, it has been so hard to have a routine, and a lot of the time living here interferes a lot with my content creation and just creativity in general. And alright, so question number 2, are you moving out alone? Yes, very much. This was actually something that I went back and forth with a lot just because I couldn't make up my mind. I was being super indecisive. I didn't know if it
it was best for me to move out alone or move out with a roommate, or if I should take my sister with me. And so literally throughout the apartment hunting process, I was also looking at 2-bedroom apartments just in case I ended up choosing to have a roommate. But in the end, I ended up coming to the conclusion that I thought it was best for me to move out alone, just because I do genuinely think that I thrive the most when I'm alone. And it's like, the more that I thought about it, I was like, there is no way I'm getting a roommate. I already have enough trauma from having to share rooms with my sister and just like living with so many people my entire life. And next question that I wanted to address, are you getting help from your parents? I'm actually completely doing this on my own. I'm getting zero help from my parents and zero help from any of my family. I've said this before in a Q&A, but I'm a very independent person. I've always had to learn how to do things on my own. It is so rare for me to ever ask for help from anyone. And honestly, even if my family did want to help me financially, I would simply not let them. Question number 3, where are you moving and why? So I'm actually going to be making an entire apartment hunting video where I basically go into all of the details about where I'm moving exactly, my location, why I chose that location. One thing I did want to mention right now though, and make clear, is that this isn't going to be me moving to like some crazy floored ceiling window apartment in like New York. That is not the vibe that is going on here. I feel like every YouTuber is doing that right now. So good for them, so proud. I know they totally worked to that point, but like, we're not there yet. We will be there eventually. That is being manifested. But I wanted to start off with something small just for me, because it's like, I'm a college student, I'm trying to save money. I do think that the place I found was pretty cute just for me, so you guys will see the one that I chose in my next video. But yeah, that's all that I'm saying right now. So I already know that I'm gonna get a ton of questions about Moose, which is my cat, for those of you that may or may not know, and whether he's like coming with me or not. Basically, for those of you that don't care, like, you can totally skip this right now. I'm actually very, very sad that I'm saying this right now, because I was so determined to have him come with me, like he was gonna live with me in my apartment, but he's not going to be coming with me. I would feel really bad if I brought Moose with me, because not only is my family now very attached to him, he became like the family cat. We also noticed that he gets very sad when he's alone, because he's so used to being surrounded by people 24 hours of the day. And if I were to bring him with me, he would suddenly go from a very full house with like a ton of people to just being like isolated with me. That's gonna be so sad. I don't know, we'll see. And okay, the last question that I'm going to be answering for now is, are you scared of moving out alone? This has been something that literally all of my friends and family have been asking me, and honestly lately I've only been experiencing pure excitement, and I feel like if I ever did get scared or lonely, I could easily have someone over, and yeah, I think I'll be fine. And I also have you guys. I'm literally gonna be making so many more videos, so like, I'm gonna be too occupied to even be thinking about the fact that I'm living alone. And because my life has been so chaotic recently, I feel like I want to bring you guys along with me through the behind the scenes so that we could be more like connected. And so a while ago I asked you guys for ideas for a Instagram spam account username, and I never even ended up making the spam account, but I finally made one so that I can interact with you guys more. This is my username, and literally go request me right now, because there's gonna be a point where I'm gonna stop accepting people. Like, only the real ones are gonna get to be in that account. But yeah, that is basically it. I did want to take a moment to thank you guys, because I'm telling you, this would not be possible without you. I'm going to become so much more dedicated to YouTube now than ever, and I'm gonna be trying my hardest to provide you guys with the best, most juiciest, scrumptious content. Like, I want us to be besties. Also, this is a great time to mention that my sister that I have shared a room with my entire life is actually finally deciding to start a channel. It took a lot of convincing, but she's finally gonna have this room to herself. So if you guys want to see what her life is like, go and subscribe to her channel. I'll have it linked down below. But okay, love you guys so much. Make sure you're subscribed if you're not already, and turn on your post notifications, because I'm telling you, you do not want to miss out on this content. Like, it is gonna be so good. Like, I'm so excited.